Yo, guys, you're welcome. You're welcome. God sent, you're welcome. Prince X, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm going to try to be consistent. Thank you. We're going to design today again. I hope you guys are ready for today's live stream. Okay. Okay, so guys, we're going to also be doing a birthday flyer today for someone, I think, a popular person we all know. And yeah, so I'm just going to download the pictures and everything. I'm doing everything from scratch, so you can see the behind the scene process and everything. So I don't want to like do some parts and start designing. So you're going to see how I get to my images and how I upscale them and stuff like that. First, I have to go to Instagram. I've saved it on my second Instagram account, so I just go to the Instagram messages and copy the link to the image. As you can see, that was the flyer we did yesterday. So yeah, it's posted already. Now this is what we're doing today, and I'm just going to copy the link of this, and I'm going to be posting it here. Yeah, so just create this. I'm going to download all these images. These are some cool pictures. I think we can put it to good use. You all are welcome. Kindly leave a message in the comments. Okay, so next up is to bring in my upscaler. Yeah, and I think someone asked me what what website I use to upscale. This is the name of the website. Um, imgupscaler.com. That's the name of the website. So you can check it out. It's actually good. I think they just updated their website. That's why I have to log in again. Okay, let me check my credit. Oh, I still have a lot enough credit, so I'm just going to upscale all these images. We don't have too many images today, so we're going to work with some of these, and I'm going to upload this. So we have to wait for it to start. Meanwhile, let me open my um photo room start website where I can remove my background. And yeah. By the way, guys, I just created my Discord account, a Discord community where you guys can join. So I'll be using that um, place to be sending resources and also graphic design tips. And it can be used for many other stuff too, like posting your work there and getting feedbacks from your fellow creatives. So I'm going to be leaving the Discord link in the comments. You can join later on after the video. Check the description. I'm going to leave it there. Then you can join the Discord link, the Discord community. Okay, so this is new. I think now they put their image inside of inside a zip file, which is not cool. I don't know. So we have to start extracting. No, I don't like this. Let's see if we can add everything all together. I don't know. I think this is a pro feature, but maybe it's available now since they've updated their website. Let's check it out. Oh, okay. I think we can do that now. So for someone who asked me yesterday we can um, if we can batch upscale this image on this site, I think it's available now. So you can upload multiple images now and upscale all together. Although your credit is going to come out of your credit. You can see I have 63, and it was before this update it was normally 20 credits that were given, but I'm surprised it's 63 credits now. So I guess the update is looking good. So let's see how we can download all at once. So I guess we still have to download separately, which is going to be stressful, but either way it's okay. Still processing. One more to go. I was still going to use our Pinterest today again to get some cool backgrounds we can use. As you can see, this is the red, not red, I think it's just the red background, but they are wearing like a white and black. So we could just play with the colors today. We don't have to stick to one color. Let's try extracting this one. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here. Okay, so the image is ready. We can download it here and go back home. Let's check out this. I don't know why this particular one is taking some time. So let's see, try for this one. Meanwhile, let's go to Pinterest to check for some backgrounds we can use. Okay, so just going to come here. Um, okay. Um, we're obviously not going to use that background. We have to look for something different. Oh, I love this one. Looks good, but let's see if we can get something a bit flashy or dark, not this bright. Let's use a dark theme today instead of this brighter stuff. That means I'll go into this area. Okay, I'm going to drop the link in my description after the video. So I'll be dropping the photo room link and the link I use in upscaling, both link, so you can get access to it. I guess this was not able to upscale, so let's see. Maybe you can do this one separately. You can see the credits reduced, so yeah. Okay. Okay, so these are the upscaled images. We're just going to take the ones we just upscaled, which are these ones. Yeah, let's go to our photo room. I think we'll do a bulk stuff now. So it's going to do all at once, and this we can move it to our downloads. Okay, so you can just download all this, name it like maybe a number, then download. I'm going to extract this. Let's create our new file. Ramit Shetty, you're welcome to the live. You're welcome. How are you doing today? Oh yeah. So going to this picture is really nice. We could actually work with this as the main picture. Okay, so sorry. Let's see how I'm going to arrange these pictures. How am I going to arrange our pictures? Um, Benita, you're welcome to the live. Design Forge, you're welcome to the live. We're actually working on a birthday flyer design. So yeah, just arranging the pictures to see how it's going to look like before looking for a background and adding our elements. I think this one can come here. So if I can bring this here and bring this here. Okay, Genesis, you're welcome to the live. You're welcome, you're welcome. You all are welcome to the live. How have you guys been today? How was your day? So for me, you're welcome to the live. I think you joined yesterday. Welcome back again, I think. Yeah, I think you joined yesterday. Welcome back. So I'm going to blend this. I think this arrangement looks pretty good already. So we just need to add our elements and add other things that will make this beautiful. But I think I like this arrangement already. Um, okay, from Lagos, you're welcome. You're welcome from Lagos. Design Forge, you're welcome. You're also my mentor. Everyone here is my mentor too. So we're going to play with the color a bit. I think this shade will be nice. I just saw this purple pinkish type of like something like this. Maybe purple yellow, something like that. Oh, sorry about that. I'll check the message. Tomorrow is your birthday, that's nice. Inadi to you. Inadi to you. Send pictures. Send pictures. Maybe we could work on something. Probably on the live too. So send your pictures if you're going to be having a photo shoot picture, you can send it. So I'm not really I don't really see messages fast on WhatsApp because of I have too many messages. So yeah, let's look for a background we can use. Oh, Photoshop 2026. You said you were in my WhatsApp channel, right? I'm going to highlight the the file link. I think I left it on my WhatsApp channel with the password to the file. So I'll highlight it for you, or you can send me a direct message on my WhatsApp so I can guide you, because I might still forget. So kindly send me a message on my WhatsApp. And Ramsey, I'm Nigerian, but not based in Nigeria. Though. Nigerian, not Ramsey, Ramit. I think Ramit is your name. Yeah, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Ramit something, Ramit Shetty or something. Okay, so um, who knows? Maybe this background will actually be good. What do you guys think about this background? I think it's blending well. Then if I combine with this, I don't know. Um, this two shade goes well. Let's see if we can get like much more colorful, you know, colors. It doesn't have to be interior backgrounds. Also, we can still find something. As far as it's going to be a nice background, we can still use something else. Doesn't have to be interior, but you just have to go with something that blends well. Yeah, the background looks good, but I want to have like another option. So let's try um doing a second combination, and we're going to compare to see which one goes better with the pictures. I like this background actually. So let me just switch this off. I like combining two backgrounds together to my pictures or my designs. And I'm kind of seeing some cool backgrounds here too that I can use apart from the interior background. This one too. I think there should be an option to download the videos. I don't know. I think it takes time for the download option to show, because when I go live, YouTube has to check the video if there are any copyright issues and stuff. So they don't they disable some features until the video is approved. So I don't know if um the download option will be there by now, but it should be. But if it's not there, I can also show you how you can download YouTube videos on your devices, both live videos and normal videos. I think there's a third party website that you can use for doing that. I'm kind of feeling this background here. I don't know. Then maybe I can use like a black shade. I'm guessing you guys might change your mind now. Um, Ramit, do you change your mind or you still think the first background is better? Let me know if you still think the first background is better. I'm feeling this one actually, I'm gonna lie. Feeling this one. So let me know. So guys, this is the first option. So if I turn this off, this is the second. Although I'm still going to blend this lower part, but I think this second option has more vibe. So I'm going to add like a dark gradient here or a dark shade, something like that. Um, I could use one of this background to do that. I don't know. Let's check it out. No, we can't use it. But I'm going to definitely use this background for color grading my image to give the tone of my image different color tones like that. So let's see. I'm going to go for this background that has the dark footer here, the dark gradients below, so that I can use it to blend. Let's see how it's going to be on the design. Okay, I think it goes well. It goes well actually, so we can actually work with this one. And yeah, we have to blend some stuff that are showing here, like this place. We have to blend out this area, and here I think let's see if we like add this here. So the chair, we can add a shadow to the chair or something. So yeah, something like this. Then maybe I'm going to add like a layer and add some fade like that, so it's not too obvious like this. And yeah, I think this should do. Now it's time to add some more stuff to this, and we're going to, I think we leave space around here for the text and maybe other write-up that's needed there. But I think the arrangements, I'm okay with the arrangements, this arrangement. Let's blend this a little bit, and I want to add the layer. I want to click the layer inside this. Don't want to make it too bright. No, actually, design forge. I actually designed. I didn't go live to design that particular flyer, but I could actually do a tutorial on how I achieved the flyer. So I don't know if you want me to do a tutorial. You can do it sometime. Okay, so let's go back to our Pinterest. I think we settled the background. I think we've settled the background. Now, let's see for some shapes or something. Let's go back to our design. Mm, I want to add like a bright stuff here. So let me go below my background layer and look for a bright background. Let's download this in case I'm feeling it might go well with my design. So I'm just going to download it for now. And Prince X, what do you think about the background? Do you think it goes well with our design, or do you think I should change it? Let's go back to the page and check. Okay, so who asked about the yellow Sonia Uche's flyer design? If you check this design, you can see that the shape here, I got it from here. This was where I got the idea from, and I used to clip the pictures there. So yeah, some of this shape I can plan to use it later on, but I have not gotten a design to use those kind of shapes. And I don't think it's going to work well with this our design. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to look for the vibe, what I can use for this. Something. Let's see. Okay. I think I've used the glass concept many times, so I don't want to use the mirror broken glass concept now. Let's do something different. Um, okay. Let's see about something similar to this kind of shapes, but a bit more complex, I think. This shape could actually do something nice too. Let me have a close look at this shape. Um, I've actually used a shape similar to that with the Steve Crown flyer. So let's use something a bit more different now. Okay, so if I bring something around here, mm, something like this, let's see how it's going to look like. Sunday John, you're welcome to the live. You're welcome. Okay, just going to bring this. Let's go to ChatGPT. What vibe is it given? Mm, Let me pick use my color picker to pick this color. I want no, not this color. Something. Yeah, something like this. This color. Let me copy the color code and use it for my um, to generate this image. Let's see what it's going to look like once it's generated. And let's say in a black background. Black background. Let's see what it gives us. Let's wait for it, guys. So sometimes I use ChatGPT or Google Gemini to generate my images, but I think I prefer ChatGPT sometimes because I get the generation in a higher quality compared to Gemini. But Gemini is actually good too. Depends on how you um give a prompt or something. Okay, I think this is what I'm looking for. It's actually giving a nice vibe. Now let's see how it's going to look like here. It's actually behind our background, so if it's like this but without the effect, let's see. Now the difference is that the reflection is not as real as this one. So let's see how it's going to look like. Mm, yeah. So I have to make this be in front of this image here. It has to be in front of this image. Let's see how it's going to look like. Okay, I'm going to make some like this. I'm going to convert this to a smart object and remove this down lower part. I just want the lower part of this to be a bit faded, so not too bright, not too dark. And I'm also going to blend this area to like this, like this. Because of this picture in front, we don't want this shape taking the whole attention, so we have to make sure we reduce the attention of this shape to something like this, not too faded, also not too obvious. Yes. So we're also going to erase this and duplicate the shape so that it's going to be at the back of this image here. Then I guess we might be going somewhere with this style. Let me see how it's going to look like when I change the shape, the shape. Okay, I think we can go with this. Now let me see how this will be at the top. If I This is just a completely different color I want to color grade to my picture, to the design. So I just want to see how it's going to look like when it's being added. You can see it actually looks really nice. The color is looking good, especially on linear dots, and I can just reduce the effect and everything. But I think I love the color. So you can see the difference. There's a lot of difference. I think this color goes well. This blue shade. I think we can fade out this area because this yellow background is actually it has to be a yellow color grading or something. So we'll use the same background used here for the color grading. But this pink area, the pink and yellow area here, I think it's nice already because this picture at the background has a little pink in it. So I think it's going to be good like that. So now time for tracing this stuff. I just hope it comes out well so we won't get to we won't have to remove everything. I'm going to be using my lasso tool, my polygonal lasso tool for this. I think it has been a while I do this kind of framing pictures in shapes, multiple shapes like this. I have multiple tutorials on this kind of design. You can check it out too on my YouTube page. The video section, not the live stream section. And you'll see some similar images of what I'm doing. Similar videos, sorry. And, yeah. So this is what I use to track some lines in a shape or something. Just going to Control J, and I'm going to see how it's going to look like with a picture in it. Let's search for, let me bring this picture here before I forget. Just going to switch it off. Let's um, bring in some pictures. Some of these pictures. I think the red background might disrupt our stuff, but if it's going to do that, then we use the pictures without background. We need something a bit visible, and we have to change the perspective of this to actually not the perspective, but we have to use the distort and move this here, something like this, move this like this, move this like this. Peter, you're welcome to the live. You're welcome. How have your day been? Um, why does multiply look good though? Even though it doesn't look good at the same time. Just going to reduce the opacity a little bit so the reflection can show, like the see-through here. It can show, and yeah, it's going to look more realistic, something like that. Now we'll do same thing for the next shape. I think this is going to take a lot of time. Okay, so just going to do this. Mm, if you are not able to access the resources in the description on this YouTube video, then you can join my Discord. I'll also be leaving my Discord link, like I mentioned earlier. I don't think you'll miss anything there. I'm going to be sharing lots of stuff there, so don't forget to join after the live. So I just duplicated that selected uh, part of the picture. I just like cut it out, not like cut it out, but I duplicated it so I can clip this image inside. It's looking good actually. Like yesterday, We were able to add the shape, but we ended up not using it. So I didn't want it to be the same stuff we face today. So I guess this is the right choice of shape. I don't know. Let's add our pictures to verify. But so far so good. It's looking good. What do you guys think? Okay. Let's do the same for the next part. I don't know if there's like an extra picture we can get from her page so that we won't have too many repetition. Like, you know, we don't have too many pictures now, so maybe we could still go back to our page to check if there are other, nice pictures we can use for this shape part to clip inside these shapes here. So Ctrl J to duplicate, and let's look for something else. I think we've used, yeah, let's use this one. Just need to reduce it. I think the hard light effect goes well with this particular blending option. So I think we should just use hard lights for the rest of the shape we're going to be clipping probably. So yeah, and hard light also makes the reflection to show. So I think that's the right choice of effect. Just need to know. Okay, 73 at least for the fill, and maybe leaving the opacity at 100 or 90 something is okay. I think that's okay, but yeah, it's okay. I think it will end up well. So yeah, I think it's going to end up looking good. So let's finish it up. Let's finish this shit up. Okay, this is really easy. You just have to duplicate, and yeah. Olivia, thank you so much. Thank you. I think you're just joining. Thank you so much. We don't know how the end product is going to be yet, so let's see how it's going to be. What other picture have I not used? I think we've not used this one. Um, yeah, so let's reduce this a bit more. I think we have to increase it again. Clip, we're having some um, difference in height here. So if I bring this down, some of her face is not going to show, but it's okay. It's not bad. I think that is okay. Also reduce the fill here, the fill, and maybe opacity. Yeah, the reflection is showing, so it's looking good. Photoshop. Actually, I think I heard of an app which just came out. I don't know if it's last year, a Photoshop app. So I think you can check it out. But It's going to depend on your RAM, the RAM of your phone, or yeah, it's going to depend on your RAM because I'm sure it's going to use a lot of RAM and storage. So check on Play Store. I think the Photoshop app is available on Play Store for Android and both Android and iPhone users. But it's going to depend on your RAM. If you're using Apple, then I think it's good to go option for you. But if you want to have a similar, you know, this similar tool set up on your on your mobile phone, I recommend using the Photo P. I think all the tools in the Photo P app is very similar to this Photoshop. Almost everything they are similar. All the shapes here they do the same thing. So if you are really good in Photoshop, you are definitely going to be good in Photo P. So sometimes people who have this problem in Pixel app maybe not able to get to do some complex stuff. I recommend you use Photopea because they are really good. You can you can actually use the tools the same way people using Photoshop do. So check out Photopea and use. I think I also have some tutorials on Photopea. I have some tutorials on Photopea you can follow and learn about the tool. So Photopea is actually good too. Let's reduce this. Yeah, okay. I think this is the last shape for this area. So after this, we'll go to the other side that has the smaller shapes. Yeah. I'm going to duplicate this also, and one last picture. One last picture. I think you can just repeat one picture here, which is this one, or yeah, this one. Since it's yeah, so you can just increase this. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. You have to do it again. Something like this. Yeah, something like this is okay. Then I think we'll check our page for something we can add around this area. So let me try to bring some areas back, like this area. Mm, okay, I think I'm going to blend out this second chair here. Going to blend it out. It's not looking nice, and yeah, I think that's okay. Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back like that. And then, yeah, let's blend out this area. Let's increase the hardness to 100, and I'm going to blend that, cut out this area here. You don't have to do the duplicating stuff. I want it to be neat, so I have to use my this tool to do that. So I'm just going to cut out from here. I think this is neat, and I'm going to now use my brush tool to brush it out. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, just like I said, I was going to use this. Let me just blend out the blue area, which is this part of, blend this area out and use the yellow background, this one. So I think using this one is going to make it more vibrant. Yeah, so let's change this to, overlay works fine. We just have to reduce the fill and opacity to a reasonable amount. Yeah, I think this is better than the blue. Make makes it look more sharp, I guess. Okay, so let's go back to her page, and I'm going to come back here, and yeah, we just go to her page. I don't think she has any. I don't think she has any other picture we can use, unless the same. I don't know if we can use single pictures. Mm, or we could just repeat the same thing here. Okay, let's repeat using the same pictures, and yeah, we'll see how it's going to look like. So we'll go back to my tool, and I don't need to um, click on my picture to see the other part because it's still going to be covered. So I just need to put this part this way, and I can do a rough work here and join here back together. So bringing my image now, maybe this one. Going to click on Control J to duplicate, and I'm going to add that layer, add the picture on the layer. Maybe change this to, I don't know if highlight, yeah, highlight still works. Overlay still works. I think overlay for this area, shows the reflection much better. Let me see something. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Think I'm just going to blend this down part a little. Yeah, and yeah, let me just go to the next. Missed moment, you're welcome. Yeah, you came late, but you could still grab something from here, and also the live will be available to you after this. So yeah, if you have any question though on what I've done so far, you can ask too. Open for any questions you have. I'm just going to trace this like this. And add a picture. I'm just going to be selecting random pictures now, so we don't waste too much time on the shape, and we can do other stuff and add light, reduce opacity. I think I have to blend out this area to blend it out too. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same for the rest of the shapes, and just come here. Oh, that's nice to hear, Sarah. So, you've gotten a PC, or you had a PC a long time, you just didn't use it for designing. That's a good move. Um, so do you design from your smartphone before, or you're new generally to graphic design? Okay. Change this to hard light. I'm going to reduce the opacity, something like that. And let's do the same for the next shape. Charge my PC. Okay. And come over here and select from here. Like this is okay. and Control J. Okay, now I add my picture. Maybe this one of them facing backwards. For designing, I would recommend at least from 8 GB RAM to design, because I actually started with 4 GB, but it was lagging a lot before I moved to 16 GB. But on a minimum level, you can start with 8 GB RAM if you don't want to get frustrated, because 4 GB RAM is going to frustrate you a lot. So from 8 GB RAM upwards is okay for you. But if you want to use like a latest version of Photoshop like 2026 or 2027, then I recommend you use at least from 16 GB RAM upwards, at least 16 GB RAM upwards and stuff. So yeah, uh this particular PC I'm using is 32 GB RAM, which is still is not still, you know, to the highest, because I'm using this to stream and also Photoshop, so it's taking a lot of RAM, and my video graphics is a bit low for this PC. So you can see it gets it lags sometimes. But if you're just using it for Photoshop, just designing and stuff, then 8 GB 16 GB upwards is okay. But if you want to go into video editing, which I'm planning to do, then you just have to make sure that your video graphics is high. 16 GB upwards is okay if you want to use both Photoshop and video editing on one PC. I recommend from 16 GB if you want a smooth work. Oh, you've been designing for 4 years. That's actually nice. You can, I don't think you will struggle in Photoshop. Just maybe you might struggle with the tools though, but if you're using Pixel Lab on your phone, you might struggle with the tools because the tools are completely different. But if you are using like a Photopea app or something, maybe you might be familiar with some tools, but you will not struggle in design in general, since you should be a professional by now. So when you just know the tools and what they are used for, then you are good to go. Yeah, so let me just reduce this fill and opacity so that my reflections can show. I don't know if we should go, yeah, we should go all the way to the back. So let's just do this last 6 or 7 more shapes. I think this part from here to the last part, we just add, make sure their head is showing, not necessarily their full body. So if you're switching to PC, you just have to be really consistent and watch lots of YouTube tutorials so that you can be familiar with the tools. Consistency is the most important thing to do. You have to be consistent, so you won't so you will get more familiar with the tools and you won't get frustrated along the way. Okay, so how I convert this shape is just basically selecting the areas you want to duplicate, just like I'm doing with this shape. Then I click on Ctrl plus J on my keyboard to duplicate it. So when I duplicate it, it's going to copy out that selected area, the selected section in that image, and put it in one layer. So it's just like one shape. I'm going to show you an example now so you see. For example, this is my shape. This is the shape using, I could just use my lasso tool, select like the next area here, which is this one, select it like this, and I'll click on, yeah, I'll click on Control plus J, and yeah, so if I switch this off, you're going to see that the shape is here, just the layer. You can see the layer here, the selected area. So that's how you can um convert the shape to a layer. I, I'm not going to lie, the Photoshop interface is not too scary, or it's actually user friendly for me, if I would say. You just have to get familiar with it. I think that was the reason why I didn't learn Corel Draw, because the interface was a bit confusing for me. But I got comfortable with Photoshop. So you just have to, you know, be familiar with the tools. I actually started using Corel Draw, but I was not getting the tools, so I just left it and went to Photoshop. That was actually the software I started learning with initially, but it wasn't taking me anywhere. So there are sometimes you might not connect with the interface or the tool. You can switch if you have alternative. If you don't have, then you have to learn by force. You have to learn it if you really want. If you have the zeal and passion for that skill, then you have no other choice than to learn the skill, which is why I haven't learned video editing, because the After Effects interface is really scary. So I don't know. Anytime I try to do a design or an editing or a motion design there, I get confused easily. So that's why I haven't learned video editing very well. So you just have to face your fears and yeah, and learn it. When you've done that, you see that there was nothing really difficult in it. So, oh, that's nice. I guess my live videos are helpful then. Okay, so let me clip this and do the highlights, reduce the opacity and the fill, and move on to the tiny areas. Let's just zoom in so we can select it easily. Just select this. Another tip for using this particular tool is that if you zoom in really close and you select it, I think you get a much cleaner selection than when it's zoomed out. So you have to really zoom in if you want to get a clean cut or something. So I used Ctrl J to cut it out, or copy it out rather. Then I add a picture there like this one so that I can clip inside, just like this one. Um, Actually, some of my shapes I get them from Pinterest. Some of this kind of shapes I get them from Pinterest mostly. Then I can use like AI to modify it, change the color. You understand? So I'm just going to let me clip this. So I'm going to show you how I got this shape. And another tip for you is that you should spend more time on Pinterest. There are really some amazing things you can find there which will simplify your design life. So basically, this was the shape, and I saved it on my Pinterest. And when you save it, you get to see other cool shapes. So this is another shape. This is another shape that you can use. These are shapes you can use. You can use AI to modify it and you know get what you want. So I just downloaded this, went to ChatGPT. I used my color picker to pick a particular shade of brown around here. Then I told my ChatGPT to create this. So this was the end product, and I just downloaded it, removed the background here, then I added it to my design. So this is the prompt. This is what I just said. Ask ChatGPT to give me a prompt that I can use to change the color code and also put it in a black background. So it gave me the prompt. So I can actually use this prompt in other websites, AI websites like Gemini, or I can just ask ChatGPT to generate it. So that's it. Yeah, let's go over the. Hope you understand now. You just have to spend time spend time with Photoshop and Pinterest, play around the tools. So you don't have to follow like steps and stuff to create something spectacular. You just have to, you know, play around the tools, just adding keep adding stuff until you see something that actually fits your design. To be honest, the names, I don't really have a specific names for this kind of shapes. Sometimes I just stumble on it and I save it immediately so that I won't forget. But other times you can take like one of these picture and ask ChatGPT what's the name of this shape. So let's um let's bring in one more picture for this. I think we've spent too much time on this. So let's clip this inside the layer, then add light, then reduce the opacity. This is all for the shape, and I will say it's actually looking good. It's looking good. Now I just need to add some lightning. It's looking a bit dull. This actually made it a bit brighter, so I just want to add something around here to make it even more brighter. So we could just go on Pinterest to search for that. Actually downloaded this whether we can maybe we could use it, so I'll see if we can use that. But for now I just want a bright background I can use. Um, let's see. Let's look for a bright background. Found here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, behind this picture here. Yeah, something like this. So let's stick with screen so it doesn't look too bright. Something bright like this. And I can blend out the edges like this. To build a community online, um obviously through social media like Facebook. And honestly, if you want to start something like YouTube, it's not going to be easy starting only on YouTube. You have to gain visibility on other platforms like YouTube, like Facebook, Instagram, so that people can actually know that you do YouTube. But to to get a community on YouTube alone is really difficult. I think when I started, I don't get more than 10 views. I think I will be very happy if I got 10 views before, because YouTube is really difficult. Same goes for other social media platforms. So just like this graphic design field you are in, I recommend you start with Facebook and Instagram. Also, there are some groups, and I think you are familiar with some of the graphic design groups that on Facebook, like the innovative graphic designers, the graphic designers hub, and something like that. You just have to post your work there. Um, let people know you. Let people see that see what you do. Post some of your best works there and gain a little followers. Then pick up from there and start posting on your Facebook. With time, Facebook will give you the recommendation. There's a recommendation stuff Facebook is going to give you when you've posted for some time. They will give you they will start recommending your account to people. Once you've when you've been consistent for some time, you will also get monetized too. So you just have to be consistent on those social media pages. But I feel you can get faster engagement on Instagram, although it didn't work for me, but I feel it's going to work for someone that wants to start now to gain visibility, especially reels, like videos on maybe should I say step by step process of how you created a design or something. I think that those kind of videos can push you on Instagram, sometimes on Facebook, but the chances are higher on Instagram. TikTok, I actually didn't post my designs on TikTok until I got some visibilities on Facebook. I just used TikTok for personal videos back then, but I think nowadays I post on TikTok, and I actually get some clients there on TikTok. I get some clients on TikTok. I'm going to also be hosting a class soon of how you can monetize your skill, because many people know how to design but they don't get clients and stuff. So there are some tips I would like to share very soon, and it's going to be a free class, so not to worry. There are some free tips I'm going to be sharing on how you can get clients easily, especially on Instagram. And I'm going to assure you that you get after hearing those tips, you get clients in no time. But you also have to be good in graphic design too. You also have to train yourself to you know be good in graphic design so that your chances will be higher. Yeah, so let me get one more stuff. Just want to add this for aesthetics and stuff. Yeah, I'll let you know. I think after my class, because I have a class going on currently, a paid Photoshop class going on currently. So it's a 3 month class. So after that, I'm going to focus very well on YouTube and also share useful tips, which I'll be doing for free. So stay tuned. I'll also be sharing some of these updates on my Discord. I think Discord is a faster way for you to get updates of this kind of stuff and design tips too. So you can join my Discord too. And also share the Discord link to other people who might be interested. Okay, I think it's time for to add our text and maybe some other elements. Let's see. I think I'll get some cool stuffs from free pick, like some flowers and stuff. Okay, so let me just search for. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to get the flower I'm looking for. I bet this one is going to go with the design. Let's check out this one. Okay, I'm just going to. Oh, this actually looks good. I think I'll download this next. So let me just copy this and okay, on how to use each tool. I think I can do that. I can do that. I can do a tutorial on that. Yeah. Although I have some basic tutorials on Photoshop tools, but I'm still going to be doing a photo P comparison, so you can see you can differentiate them, you can see how they look like and easily understand them. I think when you know how to use photo room to design like very well, I don't think you even need a PC because that's yeah, it's just like a copy and paste tool, honestly. So I'm just going to remove this background, see how it looks like on my design. If it's going to make my design too busy, then maybe we'll remove it. I wanted to add it somewhere there, somewhere behind her picture, like there. And also, I'm not feeling the lower part of this background, so I think we have to change it. I'm not feeling it. Um, let's switch this off for now. Yeah, this background, I'm not feeling it at all. So let's look for something. And also, I'm going to blend out this completely. Let me switch this back on. Hmm. I'm thinking, let's duplicate this. Sure, sure. The videos will be available soon. Let's blur this, maybe 60 something, and change the effect to overlay. Let's move it to this area because this area looks dull. This particular area looks dull. Where's the brightest part of this image? I think this area. Yeah, so I'm just going to blend some areas that I don't want. I just want it to be on the middle picture. So picture. So I'm just going to add a layer mask there and blend these areas too, these areas. Yeah, I think this is okay. Now I'm going to replace these lower parts with something else um that I can use that is a bit catchy. So let's see what we can use. Let's check out this one. Let's download this. Let's check this out. I think something like this is much better. Maybe add little gradient or something like this one. Maybe bring it up a little. Something like this. Let's not forget we haven't added our text, so we have to also make space for that. I think here is okay. This area is okay. So I think her name is Simisola. Mm, just going to make this thicker. Let's use like a light pink background or this yellow. Let's this bring it up a little like this. Think I'm going to blend this yeah, this area, something like this. Yeah. What's his name? What's his name? Let's get his name. I think this is his account. So that's his name. So put this here, maybe something like this. Doesn't have to be too big too. Something like that. Maybe you can use a lighter color. I think this color is good. Mm, let's make it a bit lighter. Then let's just put a small text here that says congratulations. I'm going to use the Sora font for this. Um, just going to reduce it. Maybe size 3 is okay. And I'll increase the spacing. Yeah, it's okay like this. I don't think I'm feeling this light pink stuff. Maybe this color would go. I think this color goes better than the light pink color. So yeah, and I think it's a three years anniversary if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah, 3 years anniversary. So let's add something like that. Okay, so um, let's see if we can get a good 3 years anniversary template. If we don't get, maybe we could write it normally as a text or something. Let's check this on Pinterest. Okay, I think this is also go for the design. So let's download this. Okay, let's check out this one. Not giving me. Okay, gotten the picture. We can just download this. We're almost done, guys. We just need to add some finishing touches and we'll be done. Maybe, yeah, after the text and everything, I can add some shadows on the chair if there is need to add any. Then that's it. Let me just remove the background. Okay, let me download this. Where can we add this now? Could just add this somewhere here. Maybe we could add it, put a circle or something. Let's make it white. Let's see how it's going to look like in a circle. looks weird in a circle. Mm, I think I have a transparent heart or something I can use, or I can just go to my my previous design. I think I used the transparent heart. I think this design. Hey Tiffania, you're welcome to the live. We've gone. I think we're almost done with this design. Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Want to try to be consistent in streaming like you. Okay, so this is the transparent heart I'm looking for. Maybe something like this could be nice. So instead of like yellow stuff, I think color dodge or color overlay goes well. Let me just increase this. Duplicate this, and I'm going to reduce the opacity a little bit like this. Maybe we can reduce everything in general. Okay, I can just add my stuff here, my name here. And reduce the spacing here. Okay, let me add a shape on this. I'm going to make this transparent and increase the stroke to like zero point 0.9 something. 0.95 is okay. Um, just going to draw a shape like this. I'm going to use the eraser tool and remove some areas like this area and this area, something like that. Then let's see if I could add like glowing stuff on this text. Let's go to the gradient overlay. I'm going to use the yellow orange gradient, this one, but I'm going to make the yellow, I'm going to change the orange to orange yellow kind of color, like this one, and I'll add like an inner glow of white or light yellow, and I'll reduce the size like that. Change this to yellow also, light yellow or any shade of yellow you want. Okay, and then the choke, and lastly the outer glow. This would be light yellow or even white, but I think light yellow would go fine. Or not, or yeah, let's leave it like this. The glow is not necessary, so I think that's okay. Then for this one, I can use the white and black gradient with the white inner glow in it. So I'm going to change this yellow orange gradient to the basic gradient, which is the white and black, this one, but I'll change the black to like an ash color, ash or yeah, grayish kind of stuff, and add my inner glow, change it to white, change this to white, and yeah, increase the choke a little bit, increase the choke, and yeah, let me increase the spacing for this. I think we're done with this. I think this is okay. I just need to edit my images now with the camera raw filter and also add some lightning that I think will be good. Let's check out some lightning I can use. That will be good. Like something to make the design itself bright. Something like this. Okay. Um, screen linear dodge. I think this is bright now. You can see the difference. Yeah, I love how bright it is now. Just have to increase it to cover the whole area. Except the lower part of the design. Let it remain dark black like that. I'm going to go over to my previous design uh, where I used the hmm, don't think this will be performed again. Going to use, what can I use here? Yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to take some stuff from here, like not from this design actually, from this. but I'll take some flowers from here too. So I want to use I think these flowers would go. Lots of layers already. I have to group my work. Something like that. I don't know. Let me check the second flower I want to add, which is this one. Yeah, I think this is much better. Just going to take out some. Yeah. Okay. Just going to blend out this lower part so it doesn't show here. And then bring one to the front. And add it somewhere here or here. Now I want to use the yellow fabric on this design. I think now there are too many elements here. I don't want it to be too crowded, so let's see, maybe I can blur this. Don't know. Let's add a Gaussian blur to see. Too many elements. I don't think we should go for that. So I could just duplicate this and maybe add it somewhere like here, little. Going to add one more text here. white. Going to reduce this. I think that size is okay. And I'm not feeling this anymore. This stuff. I don't know why. I think there's a better spot I can put it, or just remove it completely. But I can use this here. Maybe something like that. Then this can be in the middle, you know. Okay, I think this is okay. Just one more thing. Let's see how this will look like. Obviously, I have to blend out some areas I don't like. Blend little part of this area. Just little. That's it, guys. What do you think? I think I finished, and I think it came out well. Nice. What do you guys think about this? Did I cook or not? Okay, let me edit this picture. Okay, sharpening, noise reduction. Okay, no, I think that's too bright. I think that one is okay. Let's edit this one. Okay, okay. Mm, let's check out something here. This background here, and also this flower. Yeah, I feel because of this clipped image here that has the red background, it's giving too many colors. I don't know, in my eyes though. Seeing too many colors. So let's see if I can have like an interior design that has a red background in it. Then we can compare if it's good or not. And I think we had a red background initially when we started, but yeah, Let's check for another background. Hmm. Let me save this. Let's look for a red background. Can see some red background, but it's not let's see. Let's check out this one. I think there's more of red interiors now, so I can try many of it. Hmm. Or what if we go for all yellow and use like a similar background we used previously? Let me save this two first. Something like this first. If there are too many colors here, I don't know if it's my eyes or okay. I actually think this is preferable. Hmm. Let's see how it's going to look like when I blend these areas, blend out these areas too. Let's see. What do you guys think? I also think this flower is just adding too many stuff. And there's one more flower I need to get rid of. So let me check. Yeah, this one. I think now It's okay now. It's okay now. One more thing. This. Um, let's move this slightly to the middle. Yeah, somewhere there. And I don't know. I don't think I can add a surname, but this one, the names are okay. Yeah, this is okay for me. Let me edit something. Okay, we have to modify this light effect so it doesn't come too bright. That's it, guys. I'm just going to save my file, and yeah, that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys learned something from today's live session. If you guys have a question, you can ask me before I end the live. You can ask any questions you have. I actually think that this is better off like this. So what do you guys think? Okay, nice. Thank you. This is my end product. I'm just going to save it as an image now. And save maximum 12. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. I'll be coming live tomorrow, and also I'll be leaving the resources in the description and also on my Discord. So you can get access to those resources in the two platforms I just mentioned.